First we want to remove a small blemish from the picture. I have chosen a nice autumn leaf as an example. Please load the picture using File Open. Now we pick a zoom of 100% to get a closer look at the details. You can pick the part of the picture that you want to inspect. We concentrate on the small hole that you'll find at the top right of the leaf. Now choose Clone from the toolbox. If you just type the letter C, you can easily select it using the keyboard. Use the simple round brush for now. You can also scale it a little bit larger. From Alignment, now choose Aligned. That makes it a little bit easier to clone that hole over. For the clone tool, you first need a point in your picture that you want to use as a source. To select this source, you just hold down the Control key on your keyboard and click on a point in your picture. Then you can just paint over the region that you want to cover. Because we have chosen Aligned, the distance and angle between source and destination stays the same until you select a new source by control-clicking another part of the image. For example, if you want to copy some pixels from the other side. Also, this line can be fixed with a few mouse clicks. Cloning often produces hard edges in the picture. To make these a bit softer, you can use the Healing tool. The Healing tool works similar to the Clone tool. You first have to select a source, then you paint over the part that you want to fix. Let's try another part of the leaf to fix now. It's near the apex of the leaf. At the end, you'll have a perfect leaf. But now let's remove the traffic sign. I made a snapshot of a landscape, but I have this ugly street sign in the middle. Please load the picture in Gimp. We will now remove the sign and the pole. The picture contains a color profile, so please confirm that Gimp should convert it into RGB. A useful feature to show you the whole picture is View, Zoom, Fit Image in Window. Anyway, we want to see more detail, so please choose a zoom of 50% and select the upper part of the sign. Again, we'll use the Clone tool. Because the sign is quite large, you can scale the brush size to 10. Also, this time please select None as alignment. Now you select your source by control-clicking on the sky right to the sign. Then you just paint over the sign. you'll see that your source indicator will jump back to the original point when you release the mouse button. This is because we turned off the alignment. Then paint over the left part of the sign from the left. We do this to avoid to get too much color difference in the sky. The upper part of the pole can be removed easily with a single stroke, at least until you get to the trees. Small color differences in the sky can be removed if you use the Smudge tool. This will remove hard edges. But now back to the clone tool. Now we paint over the pole near the top of the tree. Or we use a part of the sky. To avoid hard edges in the first place, you can use another brush called a fuzzy circle. It is a soft brush that does not produce hard edges. Please choose a corresponding source from the image nearby the pole to clone it over. In this case, the yellow tree. Or here you use the grass. Make sure to switch your source from right to left occasionally. Select 100% to get a closer look at the details. Especially for small details, it's often better to just use a single mouse click to clone it over. If you come to the lower part of the picture, the plants should be included. Try to be creative here. For example, just extend this stem here. Clone sources can be any part of the picture. You don't have to pick them from the immediate vicinity. If you switch sources, it's more unlikely that somebody will notice the manipulation. If you have a look at the result, you should not see any trace of the traffic sign any longer.